guys, it's Saturday, and usually this is the day where I upload whatever I want, and yeah, this is whatever I want, I guess. Initially I was just gonna take today off because I was at Comic-Con, I didn't have anything prepared, I'm exhausted, it's 10 to 10 as I'm filming this, and I want to go to bed ASAP, but I've got a lot in my mind when it comes to this new Pokemon, right? For the sake of this video, we're gonna go with what a bunch of other people have been calling it. People have been calling it Hexagoon. Obviously that's not its name, we don't actually know anything to do with its name. But, for the sake of this video, we'll just call it Hexagoon, alright? So whenever I say Hexagoon, we're talking about the new guy. Anyways, this Pokemon, there's a whole bunch of different theories going around. Since I made my video yesterday, all we knew yesterday was that it was uploaded to Niantic's servers or whatever. And it was put in place with Kecleon, so everybody assumed it was a mistake. Someone's like, oh, someone's getting fired at Niantic, but now it comes out that apparently it was on purpose, and Niantic are teasing us. So I've got a bunch of different theories here about Hexagoon, and we're just gonna talk about them. Obviously they're not all mine. These are just things I've heard like across Twitter and just heard like my friends talk about. Let's just go through them in order, right? So the first theory, of course, is that it's a placeholder. It's not an actual Pokemon. I think the fact that I'm pretty sure it was the Japanese social media manager of Niantic or something. He was the one that said this is intentional. I can have proof on screen and stuff like that. So the whole placeholder argument, I'm pretty sure has been laid to rest now. This is a real thing. It's not an accident, and it wasn't just some sort of test 3D model or whatever. The footage I should be showing you guys is from Chirales. I'll have his Twitter out on screen. He's a prominent Pokemon Go data miner. Everything he shows is like legit. No fake stuff from him. So this footage I'm showing you right now is stuff from his live stream, and now his live stream, he was just showing off like all the different bits and pieces. He was basically, before we got him today in Pokemon Go, he showed us all of his animations and stuff like that. Basically confirmed that he's real, even more, put like more nail in the coffin type thing. But yeah, I think the whole placeholder argument is out of the window now. If any of you guys still think it's a placeholder, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's just not. There was part of me last night after watching Charles' stream, I'm just gonna call him Charles, right? I thought it was a placeholder because, just briefly, because if you look at it, it is very similar to Kecleon. It has a very similar eye, and it has the little zigzag tail. It has a tail that we didn't know about, and that tail changes. In the original form, it's red. In the shiny form, it's blue. So, like, and the fact that it's in Kecleon's Pokedex slot, I guess, is just a massive coincidence. I mean, Kecleon's belly stripe, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clearer. Kecleon's belly stripe. Kecleon's got a red belly stripe and a blue one. That's the same as this little guy's tail. So, I don't know, to me, I was just like, wait, is this maybe some placeholder? Like, for like maybe a Kecleon hitbox? It's not, though, but I don't know if Kecleon and this thing are linked. No idea. Anyways, placeholder theory, I think it's just out of the window. The second thing I've heard a few people bring up is, oh, maybe this is MissingNo. But now they're making MissingNo three-dimensional. They're making it official. And a few alarm bells, I'm like, I should probably just put this out there. All these things I'm talking about, I'm just talking about them just to talk about them. I don't believe most of the, I don't think that this thing is MissingNo, but I thought it was fun to bring up and be like, oh wow, that would be neat, wouldn't it? I don't think this is the case, right? Just so like nobody's like, wow, you're so stupid for believing that. I don't, right? I'm just bringing this. It's just fun. This is a fun video. I just want to talk about this new Pokemon, right? I'm having fun. Leave me alone. Anyways, MissingNo. A few reasons why this makes sense to me, or what could have potentially made sense to me, is the fact that, in Pokemon Go now, when you encounter it, it comes up as question mark, question mark, question mark. It's using another Pokemon's Pokedex number, and it kind of just came out of nowhere. And it doesn't look complete. It looks like kind of a glitchy sort of Pokemon, I mean, it's not like glitching about, but it's like, you know, it doesn't, it looks like a man-made Pokemon type thing. I just, you know, it's not, that's probably like the most loose, like, you know, I think that's the most loose out of the theories. You know, the placeholder one was pretty strong until we actually got, you know, proof of it actually. You know, Niantic meant to upload this to the servers and Niantic meant to show this off to us. The Missing No one is obviously like the least, like it's just, it's a nice thought. The reason why I also thought it could be is because if this is going to be the Pokemon that's in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, this would be a really cool surprise for Kanto. But like, because obviously, you know, this is to bring back, you know, old players as well as bring in new ones. If they make Missing No an official Pokemon, just imagine, like, you know, all the old players would be like, oh my god, I remember this, you know? I don't know, I thought that would be pretty neat, but it's not Missing No, I'm sure. If it is though, that's really cool. But I don't think it is by any stretch. Anyways, another theory I've seen going around is that this thing is only partially complete. This was posted on the Sylph Road, and it's one of those that I think it has a bit more, I guess, you know, depth to it. You know, it's not as loose as the Missing No one. But again, I don't think it's the case. But it's cool to think about these things. It's cool to think about this and discuss this. I wanted to put this all in one video just so you guys could kind of get everything together. Then you could maybe you guys could come up with some ideas in yourself in the comments. You know, people might be like, oh, it's pointless to discuss all this because, you know, they're just going to reveal it eventually and blah, 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 blah. I just like discussing. I like thinking about Pokemon and talking about Pokemon, and this is Pokemon stuff. Anyways, the theory is Ditto is trying to transform into a new Let's Go Pokemon, but fully can't yet. So we will see new bits and pieces over the next few weeks. Right now, Ditto is revealing the eye, silver color, and the red string tail associated with the new Pokemon, but because it's so new and undiscovered, it can't fully do it yet. In the next few weeks, it'll try again, but this time we'll see different features, a nose, ear, antenna, etc. Is this too far-fetched? Basically just saying that this Pokemon isn't complete, and that we're gonna get the full thing over, you know, a few weeks. And like, you know, the fact that we're like 2 months away from Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, a little under that now, you know, if they did this, that would be some insane marketing, because obviously originally we thought this was a mistake. Niantic accidentally uploaded files and we're like, oh, someone's gonna get fired. We thought this was a mistake at first, and that got us talking about it. I think that promoted this Pokemon more than them, you know, just making a video about it ever would. Half an hour after Chikorita Day, they have for every single region in the world. I even got to do this myself. For every single region in the world, half an hour after Chikorita Day, they gave us this guy spawning, and no matter what, every time you caught it, it would turn into Ditto. There were a few occasions where some people had Kecleons spawning instead. People think that they were on older versions, but everybody had a Force update, so I'm not sure why some people got Kecleon instead of this guy. But basically, Niantic wanted to promote this guy and share him with us. Some people still think that it wasn't unintentional, and they're kind of just doubling down and being like, yeah, we meant to show you guys this Pokemon. But like, if this is going to be the Pokemon we get in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, why would they show it now? Like, surely not. This theory, like, I don't 100% believe it, but I think it would be really neat if it was, you know, if a Pokemon was revealed that way. If Ditto was trying to transform into this new Pokemon and it could only do it by bits and bobs, like, you know, bits and pieces. I think that would be awesome, personally. Another fun tidbit I'd throw out there, Joe Merrick, the, you know, the web host of Cerebi, he tweeted out that apparently today is 808 days since Pokemon Go came out. And this Pokemon is the 808th Pokemon to ever, I guess, you know, be officially released. It might not be the 808th Pokemon in the Pokedex, but it's the 808th Pokemon revealed, if that makes sense. Because 807 is Zeraora. I don't know, that could be a massive coincidence. But, because, like, you know, do they actually really pay attention to that stuff? But if it's not, then kudos to them, honestly. Another thought I came to myself is that this could potentially maybe be like the pseudo-legendary of this game. And, you know, maybe it will evolve into something insane. Like, you know how Beldum to Metagross? Because Beldum looks very similar to this in terms of it's kind of just like, you know, what the hell is that? You know, it's an arm with a red eye. It's barely even an eye. It's like just a red circle almost. You know, it's Beldum. Beldum's very similar to it, but because we've had Beldum for years, we're used to it. This will probably be the case for this guy in a few years from now. You know, a few years from now, we'll be like, yeah, it's, you know, it's Hexagoon. I almost forgot his name there. And that's not his name, but that's what we're calling it for now. Another thing it kind of reminded me of was Zygarde, the small cell form of Zygarde when Zygarde first came out. But I'm not too sure if they would do another like massive legendary that comes together from a whole bunch of different like, you know, like so soon at least, because, you know, obviously Pokemon like, you know, bite off each other in terms of like design and stuff. But I don't think, you know, after Zygarde just kind of came out, I don't think they would do another legendary like that, where like, you know, the small piece comes together. But, you know, anything's possible. The thing I love about the Pokemon community so much is you guys come together, you talk, and you come up with so many different ideas. Of course, the original idea is that it was like a Ditto evolution or something. And, you know, the fact that when you catch this in Pokemon Go, it transforms into a Ditto supports that. And obviously because we had the Gen 2 leaks, and it showed that Ditto was meant to have an evolution that was a Steel type, you know, this kind of like everything adds up, and it's got a very similar body to Ditto. It could very well be related to Ditto. Then of course, where does Kecleon come into it? Basically, I'm just trying to get at that I love the Pokemon community so much is because all of us have different knowledge across like the board altogether, and when we come together, we can come up with some sick ideas. And the last thing I want to say is, you know, maybe it's none of these things that we just said in this video. Maybe it is just what it is. Maybe it's going to be a standalone Pokemon. Maybe it won't evolve. Maybe it won't have any sort of form. Maybe it's just the new Pokemon, and it's, you know, maybe it's going to be like a cute Pokemon in the anime. As you've seen from the footage I've shown you guys, it is very expressive, like I thought it would be. It's cute, and I'm excited to see what happens with this guy. I feel like Niantic might reveal something about this guy soon. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully you guys like this little, I guess, discussion video. Sorry I couldn't give you guys something different. I really just wanted to get all of these thoughts like out of my head. There's probably a few things I missed, like people think that it's related to Spain in some way, and that there was a theory that Generation 8 was going to be based in Spain. You know, this Pokemon could very well be a Generation 7 Pokemon. You know, just because it's, even if it's number 808 in the Pokedex doesn't mean it's Generation 8. You know, it could still be the end of Generation 7. There's so much, okay? There's just so much to talk about. I'm sorry if I missed anything, but let me know your theories in the comments. I'll be replying to some comments. Let me know what your favorite theory from this video was. Just let me know what you think about it, because of course, yesterday when it first came out, everybody thought it was a placeholder, but now I think that is just kind of out the window, and I think we can come together now and hopefully we can crack this, because one of my favorite things about Magearna is that we managed to figure out Magearna was an old school Pokeball before that was even officially confirmed, and hopefully we can come together and figure out what this guy is before it's officially confirmed. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. A like in the video would be greatly appreciated. I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.